The bench, the box, and the line. Everyone knows. Young Forrest Gump turns to a stranger and says, "My mama always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get." It's gentle, it's simple, it's unforgettable.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
The way Tom Hanks delivers it, slow, warm, with that soft southern drawl, has made it one of the most quoted lines in movie history. But here's the surprise. That line wasn't invented in Hollywood. It came straight out of the childhood home of Winston Groom, the man who created Forrest Gump. Winston Groom grew up in Mobile, Alabama. His childhood wasn't filled with movie cameras or red carpets. It was filled with family dinners, neighborhood gossip, and the kind of small-town wisdom you only get from the kitchen table. His mother, Ruth Groom, had a way of making her point stick. She didn't lecture. She told little stories, wrapped in folksy phrases. One of her favorites? Something about a box of chocolates. Back in the days before fancy labeling, you'd open a box of assorted chocolates and have no idea what you were biting into. Caramel, coconut, cherry cream? You'd just take your chances. When Winston Groom sat down to write Forrest Gump in 1986, he knew his title character wasn't just a man. He was a way of looking at the world. Forrest would be honest, kind, simple in words but deep in meaning. And in shaping Forrest's voice, Groom reached back to his own life. He gave Forrest the same piece of wisdom his mama had given him. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. It was the perfect match.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Forrest's innocence made the line feel pure. His calm delivery made it feel true. When the novel made its way to Hollywood, the filmmakers didn't dare mess with that line. Tom Hanks, cast as Forrest, found the heart in it during filming. On set, sitting on that bench, he let the line breathe. No rush, no forced smile. Just a man sharing something his mama used to say. The pause before, "You never know what you're gonna get." That was pure Hanks.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
And it made the line land like a quiet truth instead of a punchline. Part of what makes the box of chocolates line so powerful is that it's more than a metaphor. It's a lived experience. People remember tasting something unexpected as a kid. They remember the surprise, sometimes good, sometimes bad. It's not dressed up in fancy words. It's not trying to be clever. It's just a simple observation about life's unpredictability. And because it came from a real person, Ruth Groom, it rings with authenticity. You can feel that it's not a writer trying to sound wise. It's a mother talking to her son. When Forrest Gump premiered in 1994, the line became an instant classic. Audiences repeated it walking out of theaters. It popped up in commercials, speeches, wedding toasts, graduation cards. It became a cultural shorthand for life's surprises. If something unexpected happened, good or bad, someone would smile and say, "Well, life is like a box of chocolates." Winston Groom went on to write more books, but he always said Forrest Gump was special, not just because it became a hit, but because pieces of his own life were woven into it. Next time you hear Forrest say it, whether it's on a rewatch or quoted in passing, remember this. It wasn't crafted in a Hollywood writer's room. It was passed down, mother to son, in a quiet Alabama home. And maybe that's why it stuck with us for decades. Because it's not just a line in a movie. It's advice from a real mama who knew that life will surprise you, and that the only way to find out what's inside is to take a bite.